As a former attorney who now does marketing, I know for a fact that the process of putting yourself out there and creating the content, filming videos, presenting yourself as somebody who is the expert in your field doesn't really come easy. And today I want to tackle that. I want to share with you tips and tricks that will totally change the game plan that you have to produce the content that truly converts your users, your followers into leads and paying customers. So stay with me. If you and I have never met, I'm Jessica Campos with marketingforgreatness.com, the recovered attorney that turned herself into a forensic digital marketer. And now I help entrepreneurs like you and marketing teams to build brands and monetize it. So going back to my story, when I transitioned from being an attorney to becoming a marketer, one of the first challenges was coping with my accent. I knew that I needed to improve my vocabulary. So that stopped me for 9 years. Can you believe it? It took me 9 years to feel comfortable speaking in public and grabbing a microphone and basically share my wisdom with the world. Now, here's the thing. As soon as I grabbed the confidence to speak in public and I got comfortable with the idea that I was going to mess up anyway when it comes to my accent, the next challenges were, how can I position myself as an authority? And perhaps you have heard that concept, but it's still so unclear because you find many definitions that still don't make sense. So what happens is you want to present yourself as a professional that you are, with a mastery, with many years of education, with many experiences that you have basically acquired around the lifetime of your career. And that's the kind of professionals that I help. And I know for a fact the struggle is real. I will say one of the things that maybe makes things very difficult is that you're very smart. And the way that you communicate, perhaps it makes things very difficult for other people to understand and you don't even realize it. And I found that challenge when I started creating content and I didn't get traction with my content. So there I was, writing a ton of articles, writing a ton of copy for my website, but people were not really engaging or connecting with me. What did I learn? I learned that the best way that you can generate content to really connect with your people is to actually flip the coin. And instead of thinking what you feel like that they need to know, if you go where they are and if you look for the sources where they are learning the questions that they are asking, then you bring the answers to the questions that they have. And that has been the recipe for success. Today, our blog gets hundreds of leads every single month, and I'm very excited. But let me tell you something. It wasn't that simple. So I'm going to share with you tools where you can grab content that can truly ignite that wisdom that you have and position you as the authority. With that, when you do that, you're going to start getting inquiries to get interviews. You're going to start getting people who want you to be the speaker. You will get invitations to participate in summits. People will truly see you as the one who has the expertise in your field. Again, whether you are in the law industry or health industry or other industries that are very complex, you still can market yourself using online marketing and content marketing. It doesn't really have to be difficult. The thing is that nobody has told you where to grab those content ideas. First tool is Google Alerts. It is a free tool. I want you to subscribe to get notifications whenever there is a new trend that is related to the topics that you can discuss. In that way, you will be able to produce fresh content and generate fresh perspective with your expertise. Second place is Amazon. Search for the concepts where you feel like you can add value to your industry. Find the books, read the comments, read the reviews, because those reviews might have questions or point of views that will ignite other ideas where you can actually bring your expertise and then join conversations with those viewers. How amazing could that be? Third place, where there's a lot of content, especially from people that want to learn, is Quora. Quora brings a lot of users together, and if you spend and dedicate the time and add amazing content, you can get followers to your articles, and those will turn into users, followers, and leads. Number 4 is Udemy. I still don't know how to pronunciate that word, to be honest with you, because in Spanish is Udemy. So Udemy. Basically, it is a place where people go to learn. If you search for different courses, you're going to find courses that have the outline. And then within the outlines, you can also find ideas of how other authors present their topics, and you can bring your unique perspective to those. Pay attention to also in Udemy, the reviews from the students. Number 5, this one is a little bit difficult to get, but if you search very well, you actually can find conferences from the past. Within those conferences websites, you can actually find their itinerary, and you'll be able to see the topics that were a part of the discussion. And sometimes even within those websites, you can find comments, you can find conversations, and those can bring you also ideas to generate content. Number 6, this one I'm sure that is not new for you. TED Talk. Yes, how many times you listen to a great tech talk, and what you do, you want to engage with that community about the topic that you just listened. So what if you can find those comments and those conversations and then listen to the perspective and being the one who presents the offer? The way actually that you can strategize to intersect those conversations without sounding like spammy, it's actually by maybe creating a YouTube video where you share the perspective, and you communicate with those people who you just met in a discussion under a video that is part of a TED Talk, right? So think about this. Just because you don't know those people, that doesn't mean that you cannot enlighten their perspective. And that is going to turn you into an expert, because now you're not just being the spammer. You're going to be the person who took the time, the effort to bring content into a format that they will appreciate learning from you. And number 7, and this one follows the same strategy as a TED Talk, is podcast libraries. Those, my friend, will have people who love consuming content. Those will be the users that you want. They're very passionate. They love to learn. They love great content, and they love to listen to fresh perspectives. So those are going to be great ways for you to connect with the users. Read exactly how they ask the questions so that you can understand where is the gap between what you know and what they don't know. And that is how you become their author to bring authority around a subject. So I know that I gave you a long list, but I hope that from this list, at least you can find 1 or 2 places to get ideas to produce your content to elevate your authority. Now, how about if you subscribe to this channel before you forget? And then what we want to do is giving you the chance to try the strategies that we just shared with you. Come back and let me know, what did you find out, right? I mean, did you get ideas from the places that I mentioned? Did you find new connections? Did you find opportunities? I am certain that you will find those opportunities. So I look forward to keep connecting with you. Share this video with a master, an expert, or an author that you know. I love helping them building their brand and monetizing with producing courses, maybe publishing a book, or creating a resource center where they can really elevate their authority, turn themselves into speakers, coaches, and a brand that people talk about. So bye for now.